everything, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger. Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Turn it up a little.
Well, hello to you, and thank you to the 21 people that showed up just for a brief moment. I appreciate y'all. 19 people then, was 10 people now, 5 people now, 8 people. Glad to have all of you here. We got a lot to discuss and a lot to get through this. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. Kendrick Lamar made some Grammys history last night. We'll talk about that. Some contest conjecture and connection about Jay-Z and Pusha T that we're also going to get into. Lizzo made a statement on her social media. And oh my Lord, people got a lot to say about it. We'll get into that. Cardi B, after her boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, had 4 children within 1 year, is finally laying down the law. So I guess that Jesse Wu's commentary did get to her. Because child, my Lord, now you want to lay down the law? That should have already been laid down when y'all first got together. But okay, child. And then Carnival is happening, so we'll have all the intel for you on that. It usually happens in Rio de Janeiro, but also the U.S. Virgin Islands will be having that, so we'll talk about that. The Kennedy Center, as it's supposed to be named, is going through some changes. We'll talk about that. And Disney Parks, by the way, everybody. Glad she spoke her politics and her Christian mindset. You mean Lizzo? Well, we'll get into it here in just a little bit. And then, of course, happy Black History Month, everybody. Yes, indeed, we celebrate Blackness over here all the time. But it is Black History Month, and Disney Parks is going to celebrate it as well. So with that being said, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and 2 things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early rolling.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But whenever you're the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
it's a new morning for
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moonves, and to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do, because we have a lot to talk about, a whole lot to get through. I'll kick it off with the one, the only, Kendrick Lamar. Now, before Kendrick Lamar made history, live TV is live TV, ladies and gentlemen. So these things do happen, okay? So let's check out BET.com here. Yes, indeed. As technology is technology, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So, how Luther Vandross won the Grammys without being there. Shares on stage mistake, and Kendrick Lamar's Luther turned into a viral reminder of R&B's greatest influence. Okay, here we go. By the way, SZA looking good, my sister. Yes, indeed, there. If you looked at your timeline after the Grammys and thought, why is everyone suddenly talking about Luther Vandross? You didn't miss anything. You just witnessed a full circle black music moment. The new buzz comes from Luther, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA's Grammy-winning collaboration that's both a Mara hit and a love letter to one of R&B's most sacred voices, Luther Vandross. It all went down during the Record of the Year announcement at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday night at Los Angeles' Staples Arena, but for the article we'll call it Crypto.com Arena, but really people still call it Staples Arena. Cher stepped on stage to present the category, opened the envelope to announce the winner Lamar's Luther, his soul-soaked collaboration with SZA. So here it is here. Of course, hang on. Y'all give me a moment. I'll show y'all the video. Okay, hang on. All right. All right, here we go, everybody. And shout out to Blast of Pop Culture for this here. Here we go.
And the Grammy goes to they told me it was going to be on the prompter. The Grammy goes to Luther Vandross. Kendrick Lamar.
You know what? Listen. We love
And the
Cher.
Grammy goes to
We love Cher because here's the thing, right? This has happened before on live TV. I think we all remember Steve Harvey and Miss Universe, right? That, you know, and the Grammy goes to, you usually open up the envelope and the winner would be in the envelope. So this does happen. I know Steve Harvey's like, y'all motherfuckers forgave Cher before me. But instead of reading the song title, Cher accidentally said Luther Vandross. The slip was brief, but the internet was immediate. Here's the thing, though. The mistake wasn't long, just premature. Kendrick and SZA's song Luther is deeply rooted in Vandross's legacy. The track samples Luther and Cheryl Lynn's 1982 rendition of If This World Were Mine, a cover of the Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell classic. The DNA of Luther's voice, tenderness, and emotional precision runs through the record. During the acceptance speech, producer Soundwave made sure to name the influence directly. First and foremost, let's give a shout out to the late, great Luther Vandross. He said it was very, very, very important to keep the integrity of this record. Kendrick followed, smiling as he carefully said Vandross's full name, subtly clearing the Cher air before explaining how emotional it was to receive clearance for the sample. He also thanked Cheryl Lynn, sharing that the only rule attached to using the song was no cursing, but the moment didn't stop at nostalgia. SZA's speech is what truly sealed. SZA's speech is what truly sealed why this clip spread so fast. My bad, y'all. Thanking Kendrick for lifting me up, she pivoted into a grounding, necessary message for the room and everyone watching. Please don't fall into despair. She said, I know it's a scary time. There's been world wars, there's been plagues, and we have a lot going on. We can go on. We need each other. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, there we go. So yes, Luther Vandross is trending because Miss Cher spoke, but he's really trending because his voice is standard and his definition of love in Black music still matter so much that even in a modern Grammy moment, his name felt right coming out of someone's mouth. Now listen, I think that, you know, we would rather have Cher as a part of our community than Nicki Minaj. Okay. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Nicki Minaj went on to say about Lizzo that, you know, fat Lizzo and 300 album sales and this, that, and the third. And it's like, child, I don't know if you know this, but Lizzo won a Primetime Emmy Award for Watch Out for the Big Girls. Okay. I just want to say that now. Okay. She won that for Watch Out for the Big Girls on Amazon, and she's also a Grammy-winning artist, sweetheart. So while she is still going through her lawsuit, some charges have been dropped, but not all. She is still more famous than your existence. And then she tried to say that Chrissy Teigen is transgender, allegedly. Child, I said this to Coffee City about the president, because the president also got upset because Trevor Noah said Nicki Minaj is not here because she's at the White House with, you know, the president. Nicki, I got the biggest ass. I know you got that anaconda dog, but sweetie, you ain't got nothing on me. Protect Trevor Noah at all costs, okay? And so the president said that he was going to sue him this, that, and the third. Child, you tried to jail 4 black journalists and they all got released. Okay, so stop it. Okay, stop it. Now, with that being said, let's get to the news because there was history that was made at the Grammys last night. Shout out to RollingOut.com celebrating 25 years. On to the next 25 here. Kendrick Lamar surpasses Jay-Z's Grammy record. Rap icon celebrates milestone and honors culture at 2026 Grammys. Kendrick Lamar has officially become the most decorated rap artist in Grammy history, surpassing Jay-Z with an impressive 27 wins. 27 wins. The 38-year-old rapper took home several awards during Sunday's ceremony, including Best Rap Album, Best Rap Song, Best Melodic Rap Performance, and Best Rap Performance. His latest album, GNX, earned Best Rap Album, while the song Luther claimed Record of the Year. Man, let me tell you something. To go, and this is the crazy thing too, to go from that unnecessary war with Drake to being this elevated, well-deserved to Kendrick Lamar. He's been drinking his water, he's been minding his black-owned business, and he's been about the business. And I know that the former Grammy CEO said it was rigged, right? In the same token, if the award did not matter that much, then why is everybody still going to it, right? So two things can be true, and of course, Nicki Minaj says she ain't gonna put out no album. Nobody gives a fuck about anything else you do, okay? Because Nicki tried to put out the fact about, the silences in the industry, and maybe I should do some story times. Child, you married to a whole PDF file, and you support somebody who was listed in the Epstein files as judging women's tightness and forcing fellatio. Allegedly. Okay? All right, moving on. Oh, my Lord. Kendrick Lamar celebrates hip-hop. Lamar used the moment to recognize the power of hip-hop and its cultural significance. He highlighted the importance of community and the artists who continue to shape the genre, emphasizes that rap music remains a vital force in American culture. His achievement reflects not only personal success, but also the collective spirit of the hip-hop community. Breakthrough moments for global music. The 2026 Grammys also made history for Latin music. Bad Bunny became the first artist to win Album of the Year for all Spanish language record. DB Tamar Mas Fotas. Sorry if I butchered that to the Latin community there. He also won Best Musica Urbana Album. His recognition highlighted the growing global influence of Latin music and its role in cultural conversation. By the way, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305 deserves to be a part of that because he has brought flavor to music. Okay, just want to give a shout out to Mr. Dolly himself, Pitbull as well. I just won Song of the Year for Wildflower and used her acceptance speech to advocate for immigrant rights. And there were a lot of people who said fuck ICE at the Grammys, and very well done. Very well done. If this dumb fuck of a president can say this, then the third, there it is. And by the way, I just want to say this. The president is more upset with Trevor Noah about a Nicki Minaj joke than him being upset for allegedly being in documents saying that he allegedly auctioned off young girls. Oh, Lord. My Lord. Joined by her brother Phineas O'Connell, she emphasized the importance of speaking up and making voices heard, particularly in times of social and political uncertainty. rising talent and legendary milestones. Olivia Dean, who won New Arts, reflected on her journey as being the granddaughter of an immigrant. She credited her family's bravery for shaping her music and identity, describing herself as a product of bravery. Dean's heartfelt speech celebrated resilience, heritage, and the community that supports emerging artists. Meanwhile, filmmaker Steven Spielberg achieved EGOT status after Music by John Williams won Best Music Film. So now Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Paul Briggs, because he said, wouldn't it be called GOAT? Grammy, Oscar, G-O. No. He did say that, but I just thought about it's like, where's the A at? But he meant to say, would they just be called GOAT instead? My bad, y'all. I thought I had a moment, okay? Don't at me, all right? But Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, congratulations to Steven Spielberg for that. The documentary produced by Spielberg honored the legacy of composer John Williams, cementing his influence on film and music. Highlights from the night: the ceremony hosted by Trevor Noah featured performances from Justin Bieber, Addison Rae, and Sabrina Carpenter. Notable winners across genres included Best Pop Vocal Album, Lady Gaga; Best Pop Solo Performance, Lola Young Messi; Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Defying Gravity. Very well done. Best Dance / Electronic Album, FKA Twigs and Usexa. Best Rap Performance, Clippies, Pusha T, Malice featuring Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell Williams, Chains and Whips. Best Country Song, Tyler Childers, Biden List. Additional awards recognize achievements in jazz, alternative, metal, African music, and musical theater, showcasing both new talent and established figures. Kendrick Lamar's record-breaking night underscores the lasting impact of hip-hop and its ability to inspire, unite, and reflect culture. His recognition at the 2026 Grammys highlights not just personal milestones, but the power of music to resonate across generations and communities. So congratulations to being the most decorated hip-hop artist in Grammy history. Come on now. And you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, Carla Farrell from the Steve Harvey Morning Show said that God gives rewards, man gives awards. So I think Jay-Z is not hurting for a damn thing. He's a legend regardless. And I think that, there's room for everybody. I really do. Sincerely, I really do believe that. Speaking of Jay-Z, let's get to Jay-Z here. Lauren LaRosa right here had an update on Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Eminem and more. So here is this update here. Right here. Here's what's most important to know about the Jay-Z Pusha T Epstein reporting that's buried in most coverage but should be headlines. Number one, the mention of Jay-Z and Pusha T did not come from Epstein's personal records at all. Didn't even come from anything that was corroborated or verified by law enforcement. Jay-Z and Pusha T were named in a tip via a hotline to the FBI. This uncorroborated claim could come from anyone at any time via this hotline. These claims were never investigated by the authorities. Number two, Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z's debut album, had just dropped in June of '96. Number three, the report mentions that Jay-Z and Pusha T were also mentioned. Attorney General Barr was the AG in 1994. He wasn't. He served from 1991 to 1993 as Attorney General. More details on his time in that seat there. And then right here, there's also a random report from the same non-verified intake tip line that mentions allegations against Marshall Mathers. Eminem is Marshall Mathers III. Allegations in this report also mention Epstein, Diddy, and Marilyn Manson. So Diddy's in the Epstein file. Shocking. And I agree, that is real journalism, right? So it's important for all the facts to come out before you start saying anything out your mouth. And to Tony Ty's point here, I predicted that this was the reason behind Nicki Minaj aligning herself with MAGA. She got herself blacklisted, has an act described what a demon. If you were around in 1996, you knew the Jay-Z mission was BS. It was MAGA Minaj. We already knew Jay was safe, but what we don't know is why 50 keep going for us when they are right there. Jay-Z haters will not like this. How glad Hoff is safe. It's The Rock, finally someone who said it. I'm so glad it was you, because people are definitely not getting their facts right. Great journalism. So yeah, like I said, y'all, Nicki Minaj is a waste of life that should have been swallowed by her fucking mother. And like I said, Megan's Law still applies. And most of all, like I said before, Nicki used to be so important to the culture, right? And she was everywhere. But for some odd reason, I think she's lost her rabbit-ass mind. And I don't think she lost her rabbit-ass mind because she had nothing to do, but she didn't have a purpose. What do I always say, y'all? Boys and girls do what they want to do. Men and women do what they need to do. Anybody can do anything for attention, but it takes somebody to do something for a purpose. She has no purpose, so she is doing anything and everything to exist. Tell me I'm lying. You know what I mean? And honestly, you know, Nicki got into acting with the barbershop. She was in a Tyler Perry film. She did Queen Radio. She hosted the VMAs. So I thought she was just going to transition. No. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, what's the point of what is it? How can a man gain the world just to lose his whole soul? There's a reason why you eat ice cream slow, because it can cause a brain freeze. And Nicki Minaj thought she could just eat every ice cream flavor under the sun in terms of decisions, and now her brain is frozen and can never be unthawed to breathe ever again. Shout out to Tony Braxton with Breathe Again, Breathe Again. So, speaking of people breathing at all or again, y'all, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk here. Lizzo shares her thoughts on celebrities mentioned in the Epstein files. You're distracting. We're losing the plot. What did it say Jay-Z did? Yeah, right here. So, here we go.
One more thing before I go into glam. This Epstein file shit, I have to, it's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. One more thing before I go into glam. It's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're going to make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not going to focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No.
Now, I'ma just say this, Lizzo. You allegedly took some women to a district where bananas were coming out vaginas. Okay, so I don't really know if you really should be speaking on Diddy. Okay, and like you said, you know, innocent until proven guilty. But like you also said, you know how, well, innocent until proven guilty, which is the typical thing of law. But in the same token, though, it's just like information is information. People are going to consume it how they consume it. To your first slide, slide. But let's keep going.
That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties. And so now they're saying Mom Donnie's mom, who's a filmmaker, they're like, oh, she's on the Epstein list because she was on a guest list for Ghislaine Maxwell's like showing of a political film once. Hey, you're distracted. You just want Mom Donnie to be a bad guy or his mom. A girl can do the same thing with the Diddy stuff. A girl can go to a movie premiere. You think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children? No. We're losing the plot. And it's just like the American people in the comments. I knew she was wrong. Jay-Z, I knew he was. What did it say Jay-Z did? He was there in 1996. Come on, people. Like, y'all are falling for it. It's the easiest, oldest trick in the book. And honestly, I'm losing faith in the average intelligence of the American person. Because, come on, just because somebody's name is mentioned in a 3 million document file of a person's life who's been lived over crimes who've spanned decades, doesn't mean that every single person is an accomplice. He could be mentioned. He referenced Jay-Z once. He was like, oh, we could learn from Jay-Z's business model. Why are y'all... Where's the crime? Girl can go to a movie. Focus. Anyways, y'all. Focus.
So, here it is here. Just want to read this here. In approximately 1996, blank reside with blank in blank and an unknown man abducted blank from her home, where she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Cardi, Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his fingers into her portal. Into her portal. Blank believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. And then there is more here, as you can see. In approximately 1994, Blank revealed herself to be a past victim of sexual abuse by Epstein, described the abuse occurring during parties. Blank further identified as a friend of Blank and approximately, read all that already. Estimated she was abducted on several occasions, awakening each time in an opulent indoor setting, suffering sexual abuse on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated. Recalled Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, being present during some of the occasions of abuse. In approximately 2006, Blank last recalled being abused by Epstein. On each occasion, she believed she was drugged, clouding her memory, attributing to the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers, whom she described as persons who established friendships with the victims. Among her handlers, identified the artist Pusha T. Approximately 2007, attended a party following an invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in sexual abuse. Claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. Further believed she was under sexual abuse and stalked at the direction of the people involved in the sex abuse. Blank confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness. Blank refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address, while she moved between staying at different hotels. And then here is that there, right? So you see right here with in approximately 1996, reside with an unknown man abducted from her home, when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Cardi. So, here's the thing, right? Lizzo is not a journalist. Okay. Now, if they said, Bray, for you to win $1 million, you have to listen to lies from Milagro-Grams or Lizzo. I would rather take it from Lizzo, because at least she can sing. You know what I mean? Lizzo has not, did what Milagro-Grams has done. Now, of course, Milagro-Grams is guilty as fuck. That was found in a court of law. Now, with, Lizzo, She has not. The judgment is not out yet, right? So she's still going through her lawsuit. Both of them fucked up, but at least with Liz, she actually worked for hers, right? She's been doing this thing for a long time. But in the same token, it's like, child, you weren't there with Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein, and neither was I, and neither was anybody else. Okay, so for you to say that, one person in there is not an accomplice, factually that's true, but also too, Lizzo, you got your own shit going on. And you cannot tell people how to think. You can give your opinion, but at the beginning, middle, end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do, right? That's just is what it is. And then when it came to the Diddy thing, I'm just like, not you saying that he had birthdays and anniversaries and bar mitzvahs and quinceañeras and just, he did what the fuck he did, Lizzo. Lizzo, Diddy was blasting. Oh. I can't do it with Lizzo because it's just like, you don't do commentary. I'm not telling you shut up and sing, but good day. This ain't looking good for you, my lord. So let's look at the comments. Jay-Z has shown up in the Epstein files, the Diddy files, and the Weinstein files. And yet somehow he's the only one who hasn't gone to prison. So everyone else in the files is guilty except Jay-Z. But if Nicki was in it, y'all would literally believe it. My Lord Jesus. They would try to lynch the queen. Well, sweetheart, she already lynched herself. Okay. Have you seen who she been aligned with? Her track record would align with that. No shade, though. Yeah, exactly. Well, duh, she's an evil rapist and PDF file protector. There it is. If Nicki Minaj was mentioned, y'all would call for her arrest. I'm so sick of the selective outrage. Okay, so here's the thing, right, with this person here. It's not selective outrage about Nicki Minaj. People were upset for Diddy. People can be upset with Nicki Minaj, right? Right is right, wrong is wrong, right? So now this comment here, it's got 1,148 likes, but those 1,000 people are in a mindset of delusions of grandeur along with this individual here, okay? Just keeping it a buck. She won that Jay-Z feature. She was the first to make a video about Nicki, but up her defending Jay-Z. Let Nicki Minaj's husband be a 30-year-old T. Let it be Nicki Minaj's husband, 30-year-old T, though. Y'all better not act like Jay-Z wasn't grooming Aaliyah as well. He did it. Coffee City brought up a great point about the timing of everything. And you know what? Let me play that real quick. Actually, let me get through some more comments and then we'll play Coffee City. So let me get this straight. Jay-Z was once best friends with R. Kelly, best friends with Diddy, shot at Fiesta at Epstein Island, seen in pictures with Weinstein, but she swears he's innocent. Look at the company he keeps. He even has someone as the CEO of Roc Nation that was pardoned by 47. Crazy how she's trying to justify things. I think it's because Beyonce, whatever makes the narrative fit your faves, y'all will try to deflect and defend Jay-Z's not innocent. They're panicking now. She's sweating. Why is it when it comes to this man name, everyone played dumb? All I know is Sloan hasn't been wrong yet. Stay tuned. Well, Sloan is Sloan. I'll just say that. Don't she have a weird case too? And do. Okay, so this part right here, she got part of the lawsuit allegation dropped. She got the claim of fat shaming and weight related termination against her dancers dropped, but the SA claim is still in motion as of right now. So yeah. You can tell she had zero sense. She is even defending Diddy too. Is she forgetting that Jay-Z started dating Beyonce when she was a minor and he was 30? Cancel Big Back too, y'all. Lizzo go to hell. Oh my God, wordplay is a motherfucker. It is. It absolutely is. So let me show y'all this from Coffee City because I watched it this morning before getting on tour with all of you good people. Give me a moment. Oh my Lord, this is crazy. Okay, so let me get this up here. Okay, here we go. And like I said, shout out to Coffee City. Like, comment, share, subscribe to her. A great, great, great content creator. Okay, come on now. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Riverside loves for podcasts, but I got you. Riverside is your one-stop shop for creating your podcast, and it handles everything. You can't say that with Zoom. With Zoom, everyone on the podcast is recorded into a single file. You don't want that, which is...
The thing she's doing right now, she will not be able to release music even if she tried. That's the tea. Even if she tried, if she put it on SoundCloud or something, sure. Like she did Bigfoot, sure, you could do that. But
hello everyone, welcome back to Coffee City. Oh my goodness, Trevor Noah has the internet going crazy and Nicki Minaj is spiraling, okay? So I said this before, I even said it on my previous video that Nicki Minaj acts like she's unbothered, but she's very much bothered, okay? We saw it before with the whole Trump situation. When people posted the change.org to get Nicki Minaj deported, that already got to her because she rushed and started posting Trump gold card like it was a flex. The White House came out and they said that it was nothing. It meant nothing. And Nicki Minaj ended up looking crazy. So that whole situation backfired on her. Then there was the situation where people kept saying that her husband wasn't welcome around certain...
Wait a minute. Did she take, tips from Milagro Grams? Because they both take the same types of bitches, child. Moving on.
Politicians, because he's a convicted felon. And when that rumor was going around, Nicki Minaj went ahead. She went to the wedding of Donald Trump's advisor and she started posting videos and photos of her and her husband trying to prove a point that he's allowed to be in these spaces with her. So yeah, Nicki Minaj is definitely bothered by what the people are saying. And this right here just proves it again. So Trevor Noah hosted the Grammys, the same Grammys that Nicki Minaj has openly said she wanted.
Now, first of all, hang on. Now, I need to talk to the person that contributed to this. But I got a feeling that that they did not want to contribute to this. Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Y'all forgive me, okay? Listen, it is Monday. It is. I mean, how cold is it outside? Hang on. It's 17 degrees outside, so please forgive me. Now, I just want to, Big Bird, what you guys say on this, bro? Now, listen, you on Sesame Street making it do what it do, and y'all been making it do what it do for over 50 years. Catalogs on YouTube now. I'm so proud of what y'all done. But can you explain what's going on with Nicki? You ain't had nothing to do with this. Oscar's the lowest type of trash you will deal with, as a friend, of course. Understood. Thank you, Big Bird, for your commentary on this matter. Let's get back to Nicki Minaj.
Hosted the Grammys, the same Grammys that Nicki Minaj has openly said she wanted and still wants. Okay, during the show, he made a joke about her, and I'm telling you, the entire crowd went crazy. They went wild. Check this out.
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass.
So yeah, you hear how loud they were? That moment mattered because it wasn't just one person laughing. No. It was an entire room of industry people cheering while Nicki Minaj was being mocked. And this just proves how badly Nicki Minaj has tarnished
I
her
don't
legacy.
think this photo here, I don't think this was her at the Grammys. I don't think she was there. So
This proves how badly Nicki Minaj has tarnished her legacy. Okay, but of course it hit a nerve because shortly after that, Nicki Minaj went on Twitter and she started going off. Okay, she went off, but she kept focusing on Jay-Z. Nicki has been coming for Jay-Z and Beyonce a lot lately, which is interesting because she didn't always move like this. Remember, Nicki used to praise the hell out of Jay-Z and Beyonce. That only changed once Jay-Z and Beyonce started being cool with Nicki ops, which are Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Once Beyonce and Jay-Z started becoming close with those two, Nicki Minaj started going off on Beyonce and Jay-Z. It just seems like Nicki Minaj is trying to push this narrative that everyone is secretly teaming up against her. Everyone is allowing Jay-Z to go after her. And it's just crazy. It's starting to feel obsessive in a way.
no, it absolutely is, because if you really think about it, right? For example, for those of you, let's see here. So 47 says he's going to shut down the Kennedy Center for 2 years to remodel. We all know that 47 has terrible taste. So what is he going to do to ruin the Kennedy Center now? Very good point. We're not at that destination yet, but glad to have you here, Lee E. Winston. I'm glad to have you here, and thank you for being here. Let me just say this, right? For those of you who don't know, let me show you something, okay? Y'all may not know this. You just may not. This brand right here, okay? This brand right here is NYX Fusions Moscato. Is co-owned by Nicki Minaj and Mona Scott, yo. Okay? From Love and Hip Hop fame. Now, Beyonce's got a whiskey, right? Cardi B's got whip shots. And Megan Thee Stallion, she has a tequila, right? Do you honestly think that when somebody's making a decision, they really are thinking about you? When Sir Davis whiskey came out, it was Sir Davis whiskey. When Whip Shots came out, it was Cardi B and Whip Shots. When it was Chicas Divertis Tequila, it was Chicas Divertis Tequila and Megan Thee Stallion. You see how all those ladies did their own thing, but they're not bashing each other, right? Because honestly, to tell you the truth, the way I see it is, you could probably do a whipped cream margarita. Add some Chicas Divertis Tequila, put some whipped cream on it. Or if you want a smoky whiskey shot, put some whipped shot on that. There you go. I don't think anybody's going to lose their mind over doing that. But God forbid if those three ladies try to collab with their alcoholic brands, she going to feel like, what about my Moscato? And child, honestly, tell you the truth, Mona Scott, you ought to just be like, listen, we got to pull out and make NYX its own separate brand. And if you need somebody to come in and rehab it, I'm available. I'm available. But just wanted to bring that up. All right, let's get back to Coffee City.
Hey, let's get into these screenshots she posted, because some of the things she said is just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. Coming from a so-called religious woman, a Christian woman, but yet she's always saying negative things. Make it make sense. So she said, Trevor refuses to come out the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend, allegedly. And she posted,
Child, Kanye West recently came out and apologized for everything, right? And some people think it's because of he wants to get back in the industry. Disrespectfully, I need Nicki Minaj and Kanye West to be in a padded room and to fuck each other to oblivion and leave the rest of us alone. Okay? All right. But thank God they didn't procreate, because my Lord Jesus, though. And by the way, I'm not wishing that on the unborn children of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I hope that if those children did grow up, that they will be bigger than both of them. Okay, but let's be thankful some things did not happen. All right, moving on.
Posted this AI of herself.
By the way, I do pray for Kim Kardashian's kids and for Nicki Minaj's son that those kids will be bigger than all of their parents. Okay, moving on.
And she got Jay-Z and Beyonce and Aaliyah next to it. Ridiculous. And then she also went ahead and said, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and unalive them as a form of blood sacrifice to their God. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is
every
up.
accusation could be a confession. Moving on. Because this is the thing, right? For you to talk as much as you do you not have any personal experience with this? I'm just asking a question. Moving on.
What is she even talking about? What in the actual F is she even talking about? I know what Nicki Minaj is trying to do. She's trying to, come up with some type of conspiracy theory because she feels as though people like stories like this about celebrities in Hollywood, but it's not going to work. This is 2026, okay? We're not easily impressed by hearing some stupid story like this, okay? We're not easily impressed, and nobody believes you but your fans. If you knew all these things about these people in Hollywood, why were you kissing their A? Huh? Why didn't you come out earlier to speak on it when you were very popular? But now you want to speak on it? Police. She went ahead again and she posted a picture of Jay-Z, Beyonce, Aaliyah with Jay-Z. And she said, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever voted Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times, since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying.
No one's attempting bullying, sweetheart. No. You the one who thought that gold card was going to get you out of being deported, and you got your ass played with. Okay? That was you. You the one who got upset that a younger woman checked you about a factual thing that's in the world to protect children, and you got big mad about it. You the one who is married to a PDF file, and your brother is in jail because he's a PDF file. And you also support a president that allegedly auctioned off young girls and judged their tightness and forced fellatio. That's not bullying, sweetheart. That's using facts that you decide to be a part of. And then on top of that shit, you want to be big mad that everybody talked about you going to the America Fest when you were the one that did it. You said our handsome president like you sucked his dick last night or something. Swallowed his semen and everything in between. Oh, yes, master, please destroy my anaconda donk and then send me back to my PDF file of a husband. What the hell is wrong with you? Child, let's roll on.
Also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you about the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard. Oh, here we go again. Nicki Minaj is not going to come out with her album because she knows the people are against her. Okay, let's be real. Nicki Minaj has already lost a lot of fans before she even got with Trump. Nicki Minaj had been losing fans since forever. The little barbs that she had, she went ahead and did this whole MAGA situation she has going on. So right now, a lot of people are not fooling with her, including industry people, and she knows it. So now she's blaming it on not dropping an album because now all of a sudden she's waiting on a RICO charge to be over with Billboard and how she's waiting to renegotiate her contract. It's always an excuse with Nicki. It's always people trying to sabotage her. It's always something happening from the outside. Fans are also calling out Nicki Minaj. They posted a photo of Jay-Z and Beyonce. As you can see, they were all in a group. But the photo that Nicki Minaj posted, the fans edited it like Jay-Z and Beyonce were just together. So that's lie number one. Also, they're saying that Beyonce is 16, but her fans posted this video of Beyonce. Beyonce is 16.
So right here, Rockaware, the brand he's wearing, found in 1999. That's the year that Aaliyah was 21 years old. Second pick right here, with Beyonce is her with the DC ones. They made a collage because let's be real, without it, y'all would hold up and at that exact time Beyonce was dating.
But her fans posted this video of Beyonce. She's 18 years old. And at 18 years old, she was still with her
boyfriend. She was dating somebody in her younger days, way before Jay-Z ever got into the mix. So it's just like, when you allow lies to live, that's when the truth dies. And I've said that before. The reason why some of y'all allow truth to die, because y'all allow lies to live. I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically that. Let's keep going.
When she went to prom with. When it comes to the Aaliyah situation, Nicki Minaj was saying that Aaliyah was 15 years old. Well, the fans put out that Aaliyah was actually 21 in that photo. Now, I cannot confirm the age of these people. I have not done my research, but I'm just saying what the fans are saying, responding to what Nicki Minaj posted. She went on more rants, talking about Jay-Z, saying he was 30 years old, dating Beyonce, who was 16 years old. Like I said, the age thing is not making sense to a lot of the fans because they're showing proof of what they have, and they're saying Nicki Minaj is spreading misinformation. But my whole thing here is, if Nicki Minaj had been having all this information, why was she kissing these people? Okay, why?
And the reason why she was kissing people's was because she couldn't stand on her own and be her own individual. See, I just got off the phone with a friend this morning, and we're about to hit a huge goal here on our channel. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we will have a huge party of a live stream for sure. With that being said, I said to him that me being able to have this channel, our channel here, and when I do get into Hollywood, because I do believe I will be in Hollywood with this brand. This is a whole platform brand, TV show, what have you. Like I said, it's the streaming version of 106 & Park in today's modern day and age. And when you are connected to somebody, you will always be known for that. Sure, you may make your own name out of that, but it's a difference between Brain Lee being known by Steve Harvey or being known by trying to think who else is hosted out here. Being known by Casanna or whoever, right? But it's another thing when you get introduced for who you are. And child, you know what? You and DDG go off and try to get the shade room. You know what happened with DDG? When, if y'all post another thing, I'ma sue y'all. Guess what? DDG didn't get posted now one more again. And the shade room is bigger than DDG. That's doo-doo garbage, by the way. So you're going to try to go after the owner of the shade room, and the shade room keeps their receipts. Obviously, you don't. And so what's going to happen is shade room did freedom of speech. It's going to get thrown out. You're going to look like a dumbass. Moving on.
Why did she wait so late when they became cool with her enemies to do this whole expose? She's ridiculous. She's also mentioned that she's going to go after the shade room, the owner of the shade room, Angie, because she's not liking the comments that people are leaving about her. So she pretty much just pulled a Cardi B. But the way Nicki Minaj has been acting, the things that she has been saying, it's making me feel like what Cardi B said was right. You all know Cardi B said Nicki Minaj was mentally not well and that she's dealing with substance issues, allegedly. I'm not diagnosing her, but her behavior is erratic. Nicki is over here attacking Jay-Z on moral grounds while publicly aligning herself with Donald Trump. Donald Trump, who is documented to be BFF with Jeffrey Epstein, he was on that island a lot. the same Donald Trump that said that he used to grab women by the pee. Nicki Minaj, you're with a man that you have to register whenever you move because he's a convicted felon. Your brother is literally in prison right now for R-wording a girl. So make it make sense. You should be the last person pointing your fingers to anyone. Nicki Minaj is her own worst enemy right now. I'm telling you guys, she is. But let me know your thoughts. Please hit the like button, hype this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Very well said. So, with that being said, y'all, 19 hours ago, shout out to, y'all know I call her Toss Away K, but, you know, she is still known by Tasha K. Okay, so listen. Lizzo deletes TikTok amid backlash over defending Jay-Z and questioning the Epstein files. So this was Lizzo's TikTok, right? So right here. So this was her TikTok here, and it looks like it's no longer here. So that's what she's saying. So you know. Ciao. And right here, yeah, she needs to deal with her own alleged allegations from 2023 to 2025. I believe every word them dancers said. And I gotta tell you something. I believe them too. I do. Now listen, the update is the fat phobia stuff that's been dropped, but the essay that's still ongoing. And honestly, child, Lizzo, you not as popping as you used to be. You still on carpets and stuff. And you sliding down and you look gorgeous. I mean, she's always been a beautiful woman. Let's not get that straight. But just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have the right to just move about the world how you want to and not think anybody has the right to respond to you. Speaking of people having the right to respond to you, let's go back to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 here. Cardi B's shocking message to Stephon Diggs stuns fans. The hip-hop star reportedly laid down strict relationship terms as her NFL partner prepares for football's biggest stage. Okay. The intersection of celebrity romance and professional sports rarely unfolds quietly. And the relationship between Cardi B and New England Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs has proven no exception. With a veteran wide out set to compete in his first Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks, new reports suggest the Grammy-winning rapper has established firm boundaries regarding their relationship future. According to sources close to the couple, the Bronx-born artist has made her expectations crystal clear following a tumultuous year that saw Diggs welcome 4 children from different relationships. The musician reportedly delivered an unambiguous message. Any future infidelity or undisclosed children will immediately end their partnership. Well, all righty then. Navigating a complex family structure, the warning comes against a backdrop of a significant family expansion for the 32-year-old receiver. Diggs welcomed daughter Charlie Harper with Aline Lopra in April, followed by 2 additional children with other women throughout the year. Lopra recently withdrew her paternity and child support lawsuit after DNA testing confirmed Diggs' fatherhood, which the athlete has since publicly acknowledged. Insiders familiar with the couple's dynamic paint, a picture of calculated acceptance rather than blind trust. The rapper entered the relationship fully aware of Diggs' romantic history and reputation, yet sources indicate that she believes his commitment has not been genuine since they formalized their partnership last June. Now, I'm going to just say this right now. Nick Cannon, where are you at? Aren't you the mentor for all this? Let's keep it a buck. Listen, Nick Cannon is still a legend, child, but we can all admit that those were a lot of kids that he was popping out. Okay, let's just keep it a buck, all right? But anyway, back to this, child. This is crazy. Building a blended family, despite the complexities, Cardi B has reportedly embraced an inclusive approach to the extended family network. Sources suggest she maintains cordial relationships with the mothers of Diggs' other children, actively participates when the various family units come together. Her philosophy appears rooted in prioritizing the children's well-being over personal grievances. The rapper, who gave birth to her first child with Diggs in November, frequently offers guidance on co-parenting dynamics and navigating relationships with multiple former partners. This counsel stems from her own experience managing shared custody arrangements following her July 2024 divorce from rapper Offset, with whom she shares three children: 7-year-old Culture, 4-year-old Wave, and 1-year-old Blossom. Athletic excellence and amid personal scrutiny. While his personal life has attracted significant media attention, Diggs has delivered exceptional performance on the field throughout New England's remarkable 14-win regular season. The receiver posted 85 receptions for 1,013 yards and 4 touchdowns, marking the 7th time in his career that he has surpassed the 1,000-yard threshold. This achievement carries added significance considering Diggs suffered a torn ACL in October 2024, an injury that typically requires extensive rehabilitation and raises questions about maintaining elite level production. His 146-yard performance against his former team, the Buffalo Bills, in October demonstrated his ability to regain form against top-tier competition. Historic postseason achievement: the Patriots' grade 10-7 victory over the Denver Broncos in last week's AFC Championship game secured Diggs his first career Super Bowl appearance. Despite challenging weather conditions that limited offensive production, he contributed 5 receptions for 17 yards while achieving a rare statistical milestone, just becoming the 11th player in NFL history to record 80 postseason catches. As he prepares for the championship game in Santa Clarita, California, Diggs brings impressive career credentials to football's grandest stage. His 11,504 regular season receiving yards and 74 touchdowns establish him as one of the league's most productive receivers over the past decade. His veteran presence has proven invaluable in developing rookie quarterback Drake May. The weight of expectations, the convergence of professional triumph and personal complexity creates unique pressure as Diggs approaches the most significant game of his career. Whether the report ultimatum affects his preparation or mental state remains unclear, but the receiver has consistently demonstrated an ability to compartmentalize off-field distractions throughout his career. For Cardi B, establishing clear expectations represents a pragmatic approach to herself and their young son, while allowing space for the complicated family dynamics that preceded their relationship. Her report stance reflects lessons learned from previous relationships and determination to enter this partnership with open eyes rather than romantic illusion. As kickoff approaches, both partners face scrutiny from different audiences. Diggs from football fans demanding championship caliber performance, Cardi B from entertainment media dissecting every aspect of their unconventional family arrangement. How they navigate these pressures in the coming weeks may ultimately prove as challenging as anything they encounter on the field. So, what do I think about this destination? Well, first of all, I think Jessie Woo should definitely comment on it because this is a public story. And I know Tossaway K, also known as Tasha K, is probably going to comment on this as well because this is a public story. And like I said before, if you are commenting on the story as for the story, then cool. But if you are Tossaway K or Tasha K, and you've been sued by Cardi B, you really shouldn't be talking about this. But then again, First Amendment. Now, we saw what happened to Milagro Scams, shout out to Conscious TV, where just because you try to beat around the bush, dance around it, this, that, and the third, doesn't mean that you're still not shading. But this right here, yeah, this is public. And honestly, too, grown people are going to do what grown people do, right? So she can lay this down, but that doesn't mean Stefan is going to follow it, right? Grown women going to do grown women things, and grown men going to do grown men things. Now, I'm not wishing that on Cardi B, but we also got to keep it a buck that, you ain't his mother. You know what I mean? So, and it's just the fact that after he had 4 children, now you want to lay down the law. Okay, child. All right. Moving on. Shout out to our good friends at blackprwire.com here. Yes, indeed, y'all. This is going to be so exciting. Here, check this out. As you can see, here's St. Thomas Carnival, where rhythm, culture, and good times mix. April 26th through May 2nd. All right, here we go. The U.S. Virgin Islands announces dates for 2026 St. Thomas Carnival. The U.S. Virgin Islands Department of Tourism, in collaboration with the Division of Festivals, is pleased to announce the official dates for St. Thomas Carnival 2026, set to take place from April 26th to May 2nd, 2026. The island's marquee cultural celebration will once again bring together residents and visitors for a vibrant week honoring the Virgin Islands heritage through music, food, and vibes. Now in its 74th year, the annual Carnival celebration will feature traditional events, including the Queen and Princess pageants, Calypso Monarch, and one of the Caribbean's most energetic Jovet celebrations. The weekend-long festival culminates with the highly anticipated Carnival parade through Charlotte Amalie, where thousands of masqueraders in bold, colorful costumes dance along the 2-mile route to infectious soca music and traditional Virgin Island band rhythms. Carnival is more than a festival. It's a powerful expression of who we are as a people, said Jennifer Montangas King, U.S. Virgin Islands Commissioner of Tourism. Each year, St. Thomas Carnival brings together our local community, diaspora, and visitors from around the world to celebrate culture, creativity, and unmistakable energy of the Virgin Islands. We look forward to welcoming everyone to experience that magic in 2026. Throughout the week, Carnival goers can experience the U.S. Virgin Islands signature free nightly musical performances showcasing top local, regional, and international artists. Additional highlights include the St. Thomas Carnival boat races or Carnival boat races, along with the food fair, where attendees can enjoy traditional Virgin Islands cuisine and browse handmade arts and crafts from local vendors. From the waterfront daybreak Jovet celebration to children and adult parades, pageants, and themed music nights, St. Thomas Carnival offers something for everyone. Visitors are invited to immerse themselves in an unforgettable celebration of culture, color, and community, where the spirit of the U.S. Virgin Islands truly comes alive. For up-to-date information on the St. Thomas Carnival, please visit www.visitUSVI.com/experiences/carnival/festivals. We'll go there in just a minute. For more information about the U.S. Virgin Islands and its offerings, please visit www.visitUSVI.com. About the U.S. Virgin Islands, about 40 miles east of Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands comprise of a United States territory located in the northeastern Caribbean Sea. The three islands are St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas, where the capital of Charlotte Amalie is located. Perfect for leisure or business travel. The U.S. Virgin Islands features breathtaking, world-renowned beaches, the international marine industry, European architecture, and a burgeoning restaurant industry. No passports are required from U.S. citizens traveling from the U.S. mainland or Puerto Rico. Entry requirements for non-U.S. citizens are equivalent to entering the United States from any international country. Upon departure, a passport is required for non-U.S. citizens. More information about the United States Virgin Islands, visit once again www.visitUSVI.com. Follow us on Instagram at visitUSVI and Twitter at USVI Tourism, and become a fan on Facebook at facebook.com/visitUSVI. So here is that website right here. Now, I've never been to Carnival. I only know about it because of the movie Rio, and they throw down. This is giving me the energy of the Real Housewives of Atlanta when they went overseas to that festival, and when they throw down, they throw down. So there are the boats there for the performance race week there. I mean, it's going to be okay right here. So this is jump up here during these many carnivals held in Chrisland 4 times a year. The streets are closed to vehicles and filled with music, people socializing, dancing, vendors selling food and wares. So first of all, I've always wondered, how in the hell do you do this? Because I would be terrified. Like, in the words of my mama, and I love my mama very much, you know, she said, Bray, I love you, but I can't make another one of you. I always keep that in my mind, okay? Mardi Gras, by the way, everybody, yes, indeed, February 7th. That's coming up, actually. So Mardi Gras in St. Croix. So these are all the event listings here. And then there is the St. Thomas Carnival there, St. Patrick's Day Parade. So they got some stuff going on in St. Croix. Yes, indeed they do. So please, 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 y'all. If you want to go, all the information you need to know is right here in this article, right here in this press release. And of course, if you want that information, I will drop the link to this in the live chat. Give me a moment. Give me one momento. Yes, indeed. Right here. So please, as it goes, there we go. So there's the link right there if you want more information about Carnival. So it should be a good time to have. Like I said, that will be happening April 26th through May 2nd. April 26th through May 2nd. Okay? Should be a good time to have. Blessings to the U.S. Virgin Islands. All right, y'all. We got to go from something fantastic to something horrible, child. I know. I don't want to do it either. But, you know, this is what's happening in the world. So, you know, I try to do it with some love, grace, and space, you know. At least I tried to. You know what I mean? So, give me a moment, y'all. As technology is technologying. Here we go. All right. So, as we have, you know, Greenland being attacked, wars overseas, Venezuela, you know, taking out Section 8, food stamps, EBT, that is, taking out, you know, venture capital firms that are trying to help Black people, Head Start, government assistance programs, many other things, right? Homeless veterans, DV shelters, so many things. This is a priority for the president now. 47 says Kennedy Center is heading for a 2-year shutdown amid R's backlash. So 2026, 2027, right? But we all know good to damn well this will probably push to 2028, but moving on. 47 says the John F. Kennedy Center for Performing Arts may shut down for nearly 2 years as a part of a sweeping renovation plan proposal that comes amid growing tension between the White House and parts of the arts community. 47 announced that entertainment operations at the iconic Washington, D.C. venue could pause beginning as early as July 2026. By the way, there is no Black History programming there. Yeah. But are we surprised? No. While the complex undergoes major upgrades, the plan, however, still requires approval from the Kennedy Center Board of Trustees and has not been formally finalized. The potential shutdown follows recent controversy surrounding leadership and programming changes at the center, with several artists and organizations canceling or distancing themselves from scheduled appearances. Some performers have cited concerns about the center's direction and political influence as reasons for stepping away. Supporters of the renovation argue the Kennedy Center is long overdue for modernization, knowing aging infrastructure and the need for updated facilities. Critiques, however, worry that a prolonged closure would disrupt staff performance of the center, standing as a cultural institution meant to remain above partisan politics. So while 47 has framed the move as a necessary reset, the announcement has reignited debate about the intersection of politics and the arts and what role the federal government should play in shaping cultural spaces. For now, the current hasn't officially fallen, but with artists pushing back and plans still under review, the future of one of America's most iconic performance venues remains uncertain. Child, this is just busy work for him. All he's doing is like, what can I do to make me look like I'm doing something when I'm doing nothing at all? What can I do? What can I do? I can go after Black people. I don't like Black people, but now I like Nicki. And then I potentially have a son-in-law named Tiger Woods that we both love, holding on to clubs and swigging balls hard. So, you know, there's some Black people I deal with, but I still hate Black people. I can go after minorities, and that'll be a fun time. I got that scheduled for let's see, 3:30 today. Like, you're just doing anything to exist, and bruh, it's not looking good for you. Not looking good for you. By the way, want to bring something up here, just if you don't mind, if you just don't mind here. Let's see here. There we go. Because there's a lawsuit going on. Mm-hmm. There's a lawsuit going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want you to know about it because now apparently this isn't the same. This is going to be in another lawsuit on top of the lawsuit that Trevor Noah's going to get. Said no one ever because, like I said, Trevor Noah is not going to be sued. But I want y'all to listen to this. Okay.
I could be like Miss Anna and be that person.
For the second time, Donald Trump is suing his own administration for, of course, something that happened before he came back into office, but he's suing them for something they didn't even do. And I'm not talking about it happened before he was in office. I'm talking about he is suing the IRS and the Treasury Department for something that a contractor did several years ago.
You cannot make
that contractor was a man by the name of Charles Littlejohn, who is currently serving a 5-year prison sentence for leaking the tax information about Donald Trump, the Trump Organization, and plenty of other wealthy people across the United States. He was a contractor working for the law firm of Booz Allen Hamilton, not the federal government. He has faced justice. He is serving his time. But Trump decided, you know what? I run these government agencies. Why don't I sue them like I'm suing the DOJ for tens of billions? I'm going to sue the IRS and the Treasury for 10 billion, and I'll get a pretty massive settlement out of it. Because Donald Trump is not suing as president of the United States. He filed the lawsuit with his 2 idiot sons as a private citizen. Which
you heard that correctly. You heard that correctly. He is suing his own government for $10 billion for tax returns. Now, he got a big fat tax return from the IRS for millions of dollars. But now, and y'all know he's been trying to hide his tax returns for years, but yeah, he's the greatest president of all time and can't make no mistakes in this, that, and third. But do you not realize that when you are the president, they could do quid pro quo of like, okay, y'all just give him the 10 billion so he'll get off our ass. Sir, you're profiting from the government, which you're not supposed to be doing. That's a crime, sir. Let's keep going, okay? All right, moving on.
Which means if he gets a settlement from his own people who he can literally tell, give me a settlement, it goes directly into his pockets. He's not going to donate it, okay? It's not going to be used to build the White House ballroom. And any settlement will, of course, be paid from the federal government, which means your tax dollars going directly into the pockets of Donald Trump Jr., and Eric Trump. Now, I get that your tax information was illegally leaked to the media. I'm not going to argue that because that is a fact. That was illegal. But in the lawsuit, you're blaming the IRS for letting it happen as if there was some kind of negligence involved, which there's not. The IRS and the Treasury have over $20 million worth of contracts like this with the firm of Booz Allen Hamilton and have for years. They've had no issue. So there is no negligence when you have a contractor that has for years and years provided good, solid quality work and a rogue person working for them decided to leak information. That is not the fault of the IRS or the Treasury Department.
Exactly right, because we just covered recently a Nike scandal, right? That there was a hack with Nike. And so you could apply this same logic of, I'm going to sue Nike for my information being leaked. Well, hold on, Nike didn't mean to do that shit. They got attacked. Like, you don't sue a whole company because your information got leaked. Like, I get it, but like, circumstances permitting, Nike didn't do it. Now, if Nike leaked your information and they did, yeah, that's a lawsuit. But as Pharaoh Cousins is saying, bruh, you're blaming your government for showing you in the back. When they didn't do this, it was a company that filed with the IRS, and one person at that company did, not the IRS. Moving on.
So they don't really have liability there. They did their due diligence. They did everything possible. Bad things can still happen, but that doesn't mean that in civil court they are liable.
Right.
But here's what they state in the lawsuit. The IRS wrongly allowed a rogue, by the way, it wouldn't be wrongly, it's wrongfully. Okay. Wrongfully. So you're off to a real bad start with whoever the lawyer is that filed this lawsuit, because they don't know basic grammar.
Mm-hmm.
The IRS wrongly allowed a rogue, politically motivated employee to leak private and confidential information about President Trump, his family, and the Trump Organization to the New York Times, ProPublica, and other left-wing news outlets, which was then illegally released to millions of people. President Trump continues to hold those who wrong America and Americans accountable. Yeah, if this were a normal country, you guys would get laughed out of court, and the lawyers would be sanctioned for filing a knowingly frivolous and fictitious lawsuit.
Correct.
You can't make insane claims like that in a lawsuit in the normal world. Okay? Like if I were to file a lawsuit against my neighbor, right? My neighbor did something I don't like. I'm going to sue him. Okay? And in the lawsuit, I'm like, this asshole, I've already lost. But that is effectively what they're doing by the name calling, by the use of, false adjectives to describe individuals.
Yep.
Like you can't do that. The judge will throw it out. In fact, I actually know a guy that was sued for defamation, a huge amount, by the way, but that case was actually dropped, even though it was a pretty solid case, because the judge, a conservative judge, actually ruled like, listen, you put too much personal stuff in this.
Mm-hmm.
I have to throw this out.
Yep.
Like, this is ridiculous. So that is what a normal judge does in a normal situation. But this isn't going to go before a judge. This administration will settle with the president. And the reason I know that is because Scott Bessent, Secretary of the Treasury, already came out last week and canceled all the government's contracts with Booz Allen Hamilton because of this event. So that is basically Scott Bessent, one of the guys technically being sued here, is already admitting like, yeah, we screwed up. So he's throwing their own defense so that Trump can get paid with our tax dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And he will. And like so many other instances of things that I've talked about, this is one of those where we can't do anything about it. And that is the most unfortunate part of all of this. Trump is going to steal our money with this frivolous lawsuit and laugh his ass off all the way to the bank. Thanks for watching.
And it's quite sad because I saw a clip of Barack Obama and he said, let anybody, let it have been me, right? And I agree, let it have been Barack Obama. Oh my God, he would not have made it. I remember when they was upset with him for a tan suit. I'm like, do y'all not know what color is? When y'all go to the beach, y'all get upset that the sand is tan. What the hell are we doing here? So, I just, yeah. So that's happening. That's happening. All right, y'all. Last destination. And then, of course, y'all know we got a positive story for you all. And this one makes me happy. Let me bring up that positive news story now, just so I can get that queued up for y'all. One moment, everybody. Hopefully your day is going well and you're staying warm. Right now it is, let me see. Oh, it's 20 degrees outside. Okay, we're here for 20 degrees. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Oh yes, I got two big stories for y'all. Yep. Got two big stories for y'all. So let me do this here. Then I will do this here as well. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So, like I said, it's Black History Month, you all know. So, the blackenterprise.com, Black Enterprise Magazine. Yes, indeed. So, here we go. So, Disney Parks is doing some events for Black History Month. Okay, here we go, everybody. Disney Parks to unveil, celebrate soulfully events to honor Black History Month. From gospel concerts and heritage exhibits to special cuisine and parades, Disneyland and Walt Disney World plan weeks of programming spotlighting Black culture, history, and creativity. Oh my God. I have so many feelings about this, but we'll just continue on. Disney Parks are preparing to mark Black History Month in 2026 with an expanded lineup of experiences designed to highlight Black culture, artistry, and history across both coasts. The annual Celebrate Soulfully initiative will return to Disneyland Resort in California and Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, offering live music, food, exhibits, and performances throughout February. At Disneyland Resort, the popular Celebrate Gospel Concert Series will return for 2 weekends, February 20th through the 21st and February 27th to 28th, bringing Grammy Award-winning gospel artists to the downtown Disney live stage. Bishop Hezekiah Walker is set to headline on February 21st, followed by Yolanda Adams on February 28th. The free concerts, which do not require park admission, will also feature community choirs across Southern California, continuing a tradition of uplifting performances tied to Black History Month. In addition to live music, Disney will debut a new heritage trail featuring interactive displays throughout the resort. The exhibits will honor influential Black leaders, artists, and innovators past and present, with installations spanning from Frontierland. Okay, that should be interesting to see how they talk about Black people and frontier, because Black cowboys, and there was also slavery, so we'll see how that goes. To Hollywoodland, and Dorothy Dandridge and the Nicholas brothers and Nat King Cole and many others. Guests can expect tributes to figures such as Leah Chase at Tiana's Palace, Martha Blanding on Main Street, USA, and animator Floyd Norman on Buena Vista Street. By the way, Floyd Norman was the first African-American animator hired by Walt Disney himself, by the way. Food offerings will also play a central role in the celebration. Limited time menu items inspired by Black culinary traditions will be available from late January through early March at Tiana's Palace, which is not Tiana's Palace like a sit-down restaurant like the movie. It's a quick serve, so just, have your expectations leveled, okay? Guests can order a French core fried chicken bowl featuring spicy honey glazed chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens. Now, collard greens from Cali is different than down south, okay? Just gonna say that. But shout out to Compton and many other places that they know how to cook some fried chicken and waffles. Shout out to Roscoe's, and they know how to cook Southern food. So the Lamplight Lounge will serve New Orleans-style barbecue shrimp paired with cheesy polenta and a Cajun butter sauce. As reported by Disney Parks blog, the celebration extends beyond Disneyland. At Walt Disney World, Black History Month festivities will begin February 9th with a special parade moment at Magic Kingdom, led by Toya Johnson Rushing as honorary Grand Marshal. The afternoon procession will feature Disney characters, music, and high-energy performances. Now, I'm sure HBCU Mickey will be stomping the yard. Yes, indeed. And by the way, if you have not seen Drum Major Mickey, he keeps up. He keeps up. He keeps up very well. Hang on, y'all, as it technology. We'll give it a moment. There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay. Throughout February, Epcot will spotlight Black artists during the International Festival of the Arts and Works by creators including Yenta Moses, Ryan Miller, Larissa Brown, and Mark Page. And at Disney's Animal Kingdom, guests can experience Caribbean-inspired performances from Via Gaya and the Tam Tam drummers of Harambe. Additional offerings include appearances by Princess Tiana, jazz performances inspired by Pixar's Soul, and interactive experiences tied to Marvel's Dora Milaje. Disney officials encourage guests to explore these programs as a part of a broader effort to recognize Black heritage year-round, with discount and hotel tickets also expected in early 2026. So let's go to the Disney Parks blog so you guys can see this in full, and then I'm gonna give my opinions on it. Okay, so I have a lot to say, Disney. Okay, got a lot to say. Don't keep it cool. Don't keep it cool. So here's Hezekiah Walker, Yolanda Adams there. And then, of course, right there, and see a complete list here on Disneyland.com. We'll go with that here. And then here is the French Core Chicken Bowl right here. So you'll have this here if you get this. Now, it's available from January 30th, right, to March 2nd. So it already started about what? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 days ago it started. And then this here is the New Orleans Strip. Now, I'm just going to ask something. Can we not get catfish? Is there a thing going on with catfish? I'm just asking a question. Can we not get catfish at Disneyland now? You know, you got beignets, right? And by the way, y'all should have Cafe Du Monde and the Hickory Coffee there, okay? Because in the words of La Renee Creole, that is Cafe Do Nothing. You sit there, you drink the Hickory Coffee, you eat beignets, and you watch people go by, okay? Now, for those of you who are a little bit extra, you can add some Kahlua to the Hickory Coffee and really be hickory up here, okay? I'm moving on, though. So, of course, you can meet Princess Tiana in New Orleans Square and take a ride on Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Bayou Country at Disneyland Park. Soak in the soulful singer Dime and her jazz quartet as Five and Dime perform hits on Buena Vista Street in Disney's California Adventure Park, or train with Black Panther's personal guard during Wars of Wakanda, the disciplines of Dora Milaje at Adventures Campus. At split times in the afternoons and evenings, you may see Joe Gardner from Pixar Animation Studio Soul playing smooth jazz tunes in the lobby of Pixar Palace Hotel. Then, of course, at Walt Disney World. So Toya, all right, Toya is going to be the grand marshal for the parade. And of course, you'll be able to watch that around 3 p.m. there. So I'm assuming they're going to live stream it on the Disney YouTube channel there. And then, of course, these great artists will be at the International Festival of Arts. Shout out to that. Yes, indeed. Now, listen, this right here, that looks like a book cover, okay? And like I said, all these artists, shout out to y'all. Absolutely indeed. And then right here, these four here. So Jelena Remy, The Lion King, Anastasia McClincy, Tarzan New, Kissy Simmons, The Lion King, and James Moreau Englehart. Disney on Broadway is returning to the Epcot International Festival of the Arts with powerhouse performances of your favorite Disney songs. Okay, so there's that. And then, of course, you can move with those drummers there, the Tam Tam drummers of Harambe. Yes, indeed, you can. And then Via Gaya brings a infectious Caribbean street party to Discovery Island. And then, of course, Frozone, Megan and Do What Do. You can meet Ariel, the Black Ariel as well, and Princess Tiana, of course, there. And then, of course, Savor the Flavor. So they got these here. So this is a soulful New York cheesecake pop. Cheesecake ganache rather, layered with graham cracker ganache, enrolled in 65% dark chocolate. So I'm assuming you're going to have the sugar just take your brain. And then right here, ooh, Disney, you have me intrigued. Now, I say this because I don't like coconut. Itchy in the back of the throat. Guava, me and guava do not get along. But I do like this Wakanda mousse, coconut mousse, guava, leche, and coconut sable. I'm sure that will be eaten very well. And then, of course, vibrant artwork at Disney Springs. All this will be painted. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. And by the way, it would be cool if you can take this artwork and make it, available as, that you can buy to hang up. That would be really cool. So that is everything that you need to know there. And I will just say this right here. Here is what they'll be doing for Disneyland. This is California Adventure and downtown Disney. So they have in Frontierland, Don Flemings, Main Street USA, Martha Blanching, Frederick Douglass, and Scott Joplin. New Orleans Square, Leah Chase and Ron Husband. Tomorrowland, Julian S. Beaufort Jr. This is California Adventure Park, Flora Newman. Hollywood Landing Smoot, Austin Taylor, Marlon West, and Arlen Relly. And then downtown Disney District, Nicholas Smith, right? So this is what I have to say about all of this, right? And then, of course, like I said, Disney on the Yard Fest right here. During the day, experience the rich spirit traditions of HBCUs, historical black colleges and universities. Enjoy energetic performances from drum majors and drum major Mickey Mouse, all accompanied by a dynamic dance line. So that will be happening during the day. So here's what I gotta say. First of all, I think that this is a good effort. But in the same token, the Black Summit that you guys have for content creators, I think bringing that back and making that annual event, bringing back diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging initiatives. Because here's the thing. A lot of people think diversity, equity, inclusion is just this. But are we forgetting disabilities? Are we really forgetting disabilities, right? Are we also forgetting learning styles, right? Disney has always been about edutainment. So learning styles is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Not to mention, too, it's crazy to me how the right will hate diversity, equity, and inclusion. But yet, when Black Panther came out, everybody loved it, right? So what if there is a white kid, right, that, hey, they like being able to tell this story about a whole world that seems to have a soulful spirit? Y'all gonna block that story too? Like, come on now. And also, too, you gotta think of diversity, equity, inclusion in terms of technology, right? Apple, Google, they serve different functions. You gotta think about food, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in terms of food and music. That's everywhere. But it's just mind-boggling to me that this has been such a, oh my God, it's been such a political football that's so ridiculous. And not to mention, too, on top of all this, Disney, this is good, but like soon as the president finds out, he's gonna be like, I don't like Disneyland, they don't like Walt Disney World, their parks suck, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, I need y'all to stand on business. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, be about all the way, right? So with that being said, it's time for your positive news story. And literally, that is the show. We did that in 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 2 seconds there. So here is this positive news story for you all here. What comes next after 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his father after their release from federal custody? So these two have been released from federal custody. Praise be unto God. Back home in Minneapolis, after more than a week at immigration facility in Texas, Ecuadorian preschooler Liam Carnival Ramos and his father are trying to regain a sense of normalcy amid ongoing court cases and a national firestorm after a judge ordered they be released from federal immigration custody into their detention, but leaving their future in the United States unresolved. We are pleased that the family will now be able to focus on being together and finding some peace after this traumatic ordeal, the family's lawyer said in a statement. The 5-year-old, his father, were taken from their snowy suburban Minneapolis driveway earlier this month and transported more than 1,300 miles to the Dilley Family Detention Center in South Texas, a move that drew outrage after images circulated of an agent clutching the boy's Spider-Man backpack as he lived on beneath a cartoon bunny hat. The family entered the United States legally. For all the MAGA idiots on the back. Entered the U.S. legally. Entered the U.S. legally. Ain't that y'all thing? So even if they enter legally, they still can't look like y'all. Got it. All right, moving on. Is everybody so happy about November 4th? Applied for asylum upon arrival in 2024, their attorney has said they were following all the established protocols pursuing their claim for asylum, showing up for the court hearings, and posed no safety, no flight risk, and should have never been detained, the family's lawyer, Mark Potrovich, has said. Their release followed a Saturday ruling by U.S. District Judge Fred Berry, who ordered that Liam and his father be free, finding there wasn't enough probable cause to detain them. The decision was narrowly focused on the legality of their detention, did not address the family's immigration status, or they can remain in the country. Here's what comes next as the family immigration case proceeds through the court's 47 administration ways appeal. And I just feel so bad for this little boy right here. Now, if somebody were to pile this ICE agent disrespectfully, at this point, America, you see anything? No, I didn't see anything. You see anything? No. Get the child, get the father, get them out of here. We're going to make sure they're good. It's going to get to that point where an ICE agent's going to get disrespectfully handled. Now, Jonathan Ross already had internal bleeding, and Kristi Noem had a whole bitch fit. Don't say his name. No. He committed a crime, Kristi Noem. He have big enough balls and dick to be able to do it. He ought to be able to take responsibility for it. And people are warning your head socially for you not even being the head of ICE anymore. Good damn. They don't. We're in a country that doesn't even give a fuck about children anymore. That's where we are at 12:49 p.m. on the second day of February. Good damn. 47 administration signaled it may appeal the ruling that allowed Liam and his father, Adrian Alexander Horace, to be released. Once again, what are y'all going to do with the president y'all work for that auctioned off allegedly young girls and judged their tightness and forced them to have fellatio? What the fuck y'all going to do about that? And all that is alleged, by the way, everybody. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said Sunday the government is reviewing its options, though he declined to comment directly on the judge's opinion because the judge was correct and y'all can't say shit. God. The immigration law, the body of immigration law is much different than our typical criminal process because of the administrative nature of what we do every day, Blanche said on ABC's This Week, adding that while a judge ruled against the government to the extent that we need to appeal that judge's decision, I promise we will. So you're going to appeal a decision that a judge made against a father and a child. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. That's cool. Well, that's cool. That's totally fine. Totally cool. Totally cool. Totally cool. All right. I can't. But God forbid if Blanche's child and her husband get detained by ICE, then I promise you she'll have a whole different energy. Blanche framed the case as part of a broader legal dispute over whether migrants should be held in custody while their immigration proceedings move forward or released pending those cases. You know, we've been living in America for how long? And before the president got in, everything was just fine. Have you noticed that when he got in, the world has went to hell? Not all of it, but the words of N.D.I.R.E., the country and the world is a ghetto. Just look around, okay? He suggested appellate courts potentially move the Supreme Court and potentially the Supreme Court may ultimately need to weigh in describing what he called a schism in the law over immigration detention. But I thought y'all said y'all respected the law. Oh, y'all only respect the law when it works out for your benefit. Got it. In his opinion, Berry took aim at administrative warrants, which federal immigration agents often use to make arrests, which do not require a judge's signature, calling the practice of fox guard in the hen house. Berry wrote that the Constitution requires arrests to be authorized by an independent judicial officer. While an appeal could clarify how far the government's detention authority extends, the broader questions raised by the case may take months or longer to resolve. Free the child, free all. Now, like I said, if any one of these got handled disrespectfully, at this point, in the words of Senator Lindsey Graham, who said this about Senator Ted Cruz, if you got a pal and pal Ted Cruz on the floor of the Senate, no one will convict you. That's what Senator Lindsey Graham said. I'm not wishing that on Ted Cruz. That is what Senator Lindsey Graham said about Ted Cruz. Okay. It's getting to that point where somebody can be like, you see something? You see something? No, I didn't see nothing. A separate asylum case. In his opinion, Berry, knowing Liam and his father could still be required to leave the U.S. under what he described as the arcane immigration system, possibly through deportation or voluntary departure, but that result should occur more orally and humanely than currently in place, he wrote. More humanely than deleting people in broad daylight? I think that would be the decent thing to do, you dumb fuck. Liam and his parents entered the U.S. legally. And applied for asylum after presenting themselves to border officials in Texas in December 2024, according to Prokosh. The economic situation, insecurity, unstable employment conditions in Ecuador led Aras and his wife to leave the country for good life. His brother Luis Corino told CNN earlier. The Department of Homeland Security has disputed that the father entered the U.S. legally and that he's an illegal alien who was the target of the operation in which he and Liam were taken in. You know, Department of Homeland Security, last time I checked, y'all said that somebody was violent when all he had was a cell phone. So y'all really don't have that much credibility. And all they got to do is just go to, you know, the people that have the forms. And when they do show that he entered legally, y'all gonna look stupid. And by the way, Department of Homeland Security, the judge ordered the release because it was a probable cause. So, who's the smart one here? God. Not everybody deserves a fucking job. I'll say it. I'll say it for y'all. I know you want to say you can't say it. I'll say it for you. Not everybody deserves a fucking job with this damn government. Good Lord. I mean, Stephen Colbert's cartoon president is more of a presidency I would want to see than this presidency that's in real life right now. Liam's father does not appear to have a criminal record. So, according to Prokosh, a CNN search of public records also did not reveal any criminal record for Arias. And he did not have a criminal record in Ecuador, his origin country, according to the country's interior ministry. The asylum case is still pending in immigration court. Even as Liam returned home, elected officials and school leaders have continued to call for the release of children and families held in immigration detention, saying there are systematic problems in how arrests involving minors are carried out. It should not take a court order to get a toddler out of prison. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said on social media following the rule. Liam is at least the fourth child from his school district to be taken into immigration custody in the past month. According to Columbia Heights Public Schools, we want all children to be released from detention centers and the reunification of families who have been unjustly separated, the district said in a statement. So, yeah. So, in addition to that, y'all, check this out right here. Right here. Check this out. From Twitter. That's what it's called. It's called Twitter. U.S. District Judge Colleen Collier-Coty ruled that 47's March 2025 executive order overstepped authority by requiring federal agencies to verify citizenship for mail-in registration forms and demanding documentary proof for military overseas voters. She emphasized that the Constitution reserves election procedures for states and Congress, not unilateral executive action. The decision came in lawsuits from groups like the League of United Latin American Citizens and the Democrat Party, with the 47th administration expected to appeal as the debate shifts to potential legislation like the SAVE Act. So she has blocked the fact that people have to verify citizenship for mail-in registration forms. And by the way, this is so interesting for the dumb fuck that said, I don't want no mail-in ballots. I need everybody to get a mail-in ballot and vote for me. So it's cool for you to be voted in by mail-in ballots, but you don't want nobody else to win. Child, you cannot make this shit up. With that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. By the way, y'all, there was an interview that was supposed to happen tonight, 6 o'clock. My guest got sick, and so prayers up to her and her family, but we will definitely be interviewing her soon. I was actually looking forward to it, but it is all good in the neighborhood. Amen, amen, and amen to that. Well, we're going to take a little commercial break here, and we come back. We got a little bit more Brandon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits is the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylonly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylonly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not being seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together. What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Miral's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus media station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 923 Jam.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brantley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. By the way, tonight, everybody, tonight, got something good for y'all. Got something good. Like I said, I was looking forward to the Michaela interview, and don't worry, we will have that at a different time for sure. I want to definitely do more interviews this year for sure, because y'all know me for Hot Topics, y'all know me for the after show reviews, but and the deep dive lives and everything else, and the Imagineering. But I definitely want to interview people, this year. So hopefully we'll get to do that a lot more. But in the meantime, between time, check this out right here. I wanted to do this because I felt and do feel that the theme park industry as of right now, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. You know what I mean? There's a way that you can kind of make this a different type of screen. Oh, why it's so big like that? But anyway, when you do YouTube, you know your channel, okay? But like I said, there's something going on in the theme park industry, right? The announcement was made that Pokemon is coming to the United States. Whoop-de-freaking-do. And I don't say that to be rude, to be shady, or anything of a meanie, but how long have those rumors been persistent, right? And then, of course, we found out that it was going to be Fast and Furious Tokyo. Not Tokyo Drift, that's the movie, child. We found out that Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift was going to be happening. And I did talk about San Francisco before, and I talked about how it could be a creator bay during our Universal Epic Universe Live, expansion pad, and talk about all that. But I did talk about The Simpsons and what could go in The Simpsons. So we're going to talk about what I truly believe could go into the San Francisco area and the Simpsons area. And I paid attention to all my research and all that good stuff. And Erica, who was at that Park Place, said that they need more family-friendly rides and they need more family-friendly places. And I believe I have a solution that's going to make sure everybody gets what they want. I do. I think you guys won't like it. So I'll see you guys in 4 hours for that. Potomac, I think, is on a break right now until the 15th. I don't think there's any Married to Medicine going on. So, So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight, 6 o'clock for that. With that being said, one love, much love, all love. I feel love is in the right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about.